The battle between Autobots and Decepticons sometimes spills onto other worlds. When the inhabitants of a planet have enough military firepower to defeat a Cybertronian, the civil war between the Autobots and Decepticons requires a more subtle approach. They become robots in disguise, and we're here to tell you all about playing a character that's more than meets the eye in the Transformers role-playing game from Renegade Game Studios. Your origin offers two suites of power, bot mode and alt mode. You only have access to the benefits of your current mode, so it's important to establish what mode you're in at the start of a session and before changing scenes. Changing between modes, called converting, is a standard action. There are options and circumstances that allow you to convert faster than that though. As Autobots, the rollout perk lets you convert when you roll initiative, so you don't need to pay as close attention to what mode you're in outside of combat. Also, the quick change general perk and the mode master roll let you convert as a free action. When in bot mode, you are slower, but have the fine motor skills of a typical human, although you can only use tools and equipment made for your mighty hands of steel. Conversely, your alt mode improves your velocity and ability to get around, allows you to transport a crew of humans, and can be used to ram into enemies and obstacles. However, you can only accomplish tasks allowed by your alt mode's less articulated shape. Although you get to choose the details of your alt mode, it is influenced by the origin that you choose and the chassis it provides. When you build your Cybertronian player character for the Transformers role-playing game, you need to choose an origin. This origin sets your size, speed, a few key statistics called essence scores, and, most importantly, your alt mode. While your origin suggests what vehicles fit the chassis best, you get ultimate say on what exactly you convert into. With that in mind, let's take a closer look at the 8 origins in the Transformers role-playing game core rulebook.
Built to make a statement, like Blur, Jazz, and Sunstreak, champion alt modes include sports cars, luxury sedans, and even limousines. Champion alt modes are sleek, fancy, and cool. You may be ideal for leadership, well-spoken, and witty, or so full of yourself that others don't take you too seriously. As a champion, you gain a perk called I Know a Bot. You have friends in high places and can change the dynamic of a scene by establishing that you and an NPC have a previous positive relationship. Cutter. Aquatic, amphibious, and submersive vehicles like Broadside, Depth Charge, and Sea Spray. When a situation calls for a cutter, from battling Decepticons at sea to searching the depths of underground rivers for energon that no other chassis will do. As a cutter, you can charge onto land from sea, attacking quickly and surprising your targets. Lookout. Like Bumblebee, Mirage, and Blaster, you take infiltration to another level. Focused on spycraft, theft, and reconnaissance, you put yourself at great risk to gain invaluable information on enemy plans. Your alt mode can appear almost as any vehicle or piece of equipment, usually nondescript, functional, and small. Not only do you get a bonus to your evasion, but you can have one of the few alt modes that can fly. Monolith. You disguise yourself as the biggest, toughest, and most impressive vehicle you come across. From vans like Ironhide to military trucks like Bulkhead, and big rigs like Optimus Prime himself. Built for battle, you use your power to lay into the enemy, and your bulk to protect your friends. As a monolith, smaller Autobots look up to you in more ways than one, conflating your size with authority and giving you bonuses when you lead. Outrider. Adventurous by nature, Outriders prefer all-terrain vehicles, including four-wheel drive, SUV, and Jeeps, like Brawn, Hound, and Trailbreaker. What you give up in durability, you gain in speed and ability to navigate any terrain. As an Outrider, not only do you never suffer the negative effects of rough terrain, you can use rough terrain as cover in a fight. Rainmaker. You are built for one thing: war. Your alt mode is most likely a tank or another military vehicle packing massive firepower, like Hardhead, Roadbuster, and Omega Supreme. Although you can also choose a less obtrusive alt mode and mount your heavy weapons to your bot mode. Whether aggressive or simply defensive, no one wants to get on the wrong side of you. As a Rainmaker, you get an additional reinforced hardpoint, which you can install integrated weapons into. Seeker. Flying chassis are the rarest among Autobots, but there are still examples of them, like Jetfire, Powerglide, and Windblade. Aerial superiority provides you an incredible tactical advantage, but at the expense of subtlety. Every nation on Earth carefully monitors its airspace, dealing with unidentified flying objects immediately and efficiently. However, despite this risk, the allure of taking to the sky makes land-bound Cybertronians jealous of your freedoms. As a Seeker, you can fly incredibly fast in your alt mode, and even fly and hover in bot mode. Support. Like the structures you are named after, supports prop others up. Though you don't tend to participate in the fighting actively, you brave the thick of battle in the name of helping your allies. Supports look for alt modes that assist humans in emergencies, such as ambulances like Ratchet, rescue helicopter like Blades, fire trucks like Inferno, and construction vehicles like Grapple. A support chassis provides you with 2 additional internal hardpoints, non-weapon, for support equipment.